Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back in Arbroath again after some winter cod. So this is only my second trip up here this season and almost definitely the last because it's the second week in February already, so it might be a bit late, but the conditions are here, so I'm here. It's looking pretty rough, easterly wind for the last good few days, and the sea with a good bit of colour in it has come on, so I've come up to see what we can do. So we're at the harbour. I got here quite early so I can make all my baits up and yeah, wait for the dark really. Put a rod out until then as well. I've got some carp baits as well, but I'll save them for later on when I've got a higher chance. So low tide's going to be in, I think it's about 4 hours. So I'll fish down to low and then a few hours back up and then maybe move for high water at a different high water mark and then call it a day. So we've got a good few hours to get a fish, so hopefully we can. So I've got a rod fishing already. I'll show you how to set that up. It's going to be the same as my other one. The one in the cage isn't fishing yet, but I'll show you the rigs and the bait on this, just some old bait from last time, just to have a cast whilst I'm making up the rest of the baits. I put the rod down here instead of in the cage because when I first got here, the water was splashing up over the cage, but it's died back a bit now. So a couple hours since high tide. I'll show you the water here. Decent bit of colour in it. Very nice swell coming in. I think it looks rough enough. Just hope the fish are here. If I'm unsuccessful, I got an hour before high tide. I might move over to Biggie Park. It's a shallow mark, but I can fish when the water is a bit rougher. But yeah, I'm feeling fairly hopeful. It may be slightly later in the season than what more people would prefer to fish, but it's not been this windy for a while. This audio also might not be great, but basically I'll try and clean it up for you so it doesn't sound too windy. So it might be a bit more less harsh on your ears when you're watching this. If you're watching this, hopefully you are, because it means I've caught something. Got an hour before high tide. I might move over Biggie Park. It's a shallow mark, but I can fish when the water is a bit rougher. So yeah, so this is fishing. Let's get the other rod and make some baits up. So I've got my disposable gloves on because this bait stinks. It's a good tip if you're doing this kind of fishing. So I've got a bag of all sorts in here. I've got lots of squids, bluey, mackerel. Got a little bit of black lug in there. Mussels. I've got 3 or 4 packs of them, and then here I've got carp that I'm saving for later, so hopefully that stays frozen for now. So I'm going to make up some baits to use without the carp just now. I'll do a couple you know, bit of bluey, a bit of squid. I'll save the bigger squid for the carp bait so I can stuff the carp inside them, but I'll probably just do that as and when I use them later on. So right now I'm going to make up some fish baits. I'm going to use some of the mussel as well. I'm going to use the lesser baits whilst it's still light. Maybe just straight fish baits rather than the cocktails. Well, I just realised that I didn't talk you through the rod and the reel yet. So Daiwa BG 8000, that's £90 braid actually on there. And then I've got the Ron Thompson Accelerator beach caster. And then that braid straight through to a clip, which is then a pulley rig. So we've got the pulley bead here, or swivel, 2 strands. I believe this is £60 mono. 2 pennel hooks, the bait, the clip down bait, and a breakaway splash down on that. So we'll get this one cast out. This is not dark yet. I'm just going to put one out again on the left here. I'm expecting it to be best at low tide at this mark, so at low tide I'll put on the craft carp baits, and then as the tide starts to come back up I might move to another mark depending how the fishing is, we'll see. But yeah, fingers crossed. Well, that was the first 2 good bites there. I felt it tapping when I struck. I thought I would have had him, to be honest, because I hit him right when it was tapping, but I didn't. So I'm just going to pull this bait off and try again. What? Come on. There we go. Yep. Yeah, that's a fish. Feels okay. There we go. That's a decent enough fish. Lovely. I want to get this unhooked fast because I've got no baits fishing now. There we go. Nice fish, but I'm gonna hope that we get a bigger one. So I'm gonna put them back. I like the smaller ones for eating, to be fair, but slightly bigger than this. Back he goes. Right, I've got no baits fishing now, so I need to try and get another one on. Well, I just had an absolute disaster when I got that fish. My elastic blew into the sea. It fell out my pocket. So I'm going to try and... Luckily I've got some baits made up, but getting them to stay on the hooks might be reduce how many I can actually hook. That looks okay. Let's see if I can steal some off here. I normally have 2, but I lost the first one just wasn't in my bag, so I was like, no bother, I'll use my backup. And I've lost that immediately, which is really frustrating, but this is the hand we're dealt. See if I can find some that maybe another angler's dropped. I just asked a guy if he's got any spare and he doesn't, so we'll see what we can do anyway. That was a decent knot. I feel so defeated right now. I've had a fish, it's been a good start, but the elastic is so frustrating. But you live and you learn. Next time I'm gonna have elastic everywhere. It is in the back of my mind that I thought I had 2 sets of elastic with me, so maybe one fell out in the car or something. But I'd have to leave my rods, and I'm feeling kind of confident right now, so I'm trying to weigh it up. Is that what you want? Well, I just met a really nice lad there who helped me out with my dilemma with the missing elastic. So I got some elastic and he got a nice fish. Nice one? Yeah. Oh, you got one? Nice. Yeah. Oh. Would you like to take him home, mate? Nah, it's alright, man. Like, I'll try and get one. No, genuinely, it's fine. You sure? Yeah. It shows you like experience is what you need in it. It's not it's like, yeah, it turned up like, how long was that? 20 minutes? Yeah. But like I say, mate, nice. You'd school me on the pike, mate, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know if I would. It was good fun. Made the time pass a bit quicker. He's just left now, so I'll probably be here for another couple hours. Potentially move spot. I had early success and then nothing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes for the next kind of hour or two, and hopefully you see another fish.
I packed the car and then headed out to another spot just down from the harbour. I put 2 rods out from this beach, but I was almost immediately weeded out.
Oh, well, I'm back in the car now. That was good fun. Shame we didn't get more. Got washed off that last mark, but anyway, time to head home, have a shower and get warm. But only the one fish, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. So thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.